actually my mentor, Amber, she's not really active. She's never really been active. So I've always looked to Austin as my upline. And so I've been in the business about 9 months, and it took me about close to 4 months to hit master seller. I think the first few months were just me trying to figure things out. Like, we didn't have the support, obviously, that Wine Warriors has now. And, we didn't have, like, I didn't have the scripts or anything like that. So I was just kind of winging it. And I'm a mom to 3 kids.
Okay, Jen, can you unmute yourself? Oh, wait. Okay, I got you. Okay. Good.
So I am a mom to 3 kids, and I work full-time for an insurance company. Luckily, I work from home, so that allows me a lot of flexibility. But I was working 2 jobs. I was a bartender for a craft brewery. I kind of put that on hold for a little while. And so I just have 1 job now. But my goal, obviously, is to go full-time with this business by the end of the year. So so the thing that I wanted, the topic of tonight is the 6 pillars of building a profitable online business. And these 6 pillars, the first one that I'm going to talk about is like probably the most important thing you could ever have whenever you're pursuing any business of any sort, whether, you're building a brick and mortar business, whether you're anything. So the foundation of these 6 pillars is called the BES model, and it's build, engage, sell. So you're going to build your audience, you're going to engage your audience, and then you're going to sell your audience. And so the pillar number 1 is vision and personal development strategy. So this is something that, like, I kind of get fired up about talking about, because vision is just something that, like, I'm so passionate about. And I've come to realize that if you don't have a clear vision of where you're going, then it's kind of like a pilot who is just wandering aimlessly in the air with no direction. Like, you have to have a clear vision of where you're going in life or in your business. Otherwise, you just kind of wander aimlessly around and you have no direction of where you're going. So what do you really want from this business? Figure that out, because, if you had all the money in the world, money is just paper, guys. Money is it's just a thing. It's the lifestyle and the freedom that money brings. And so rather than thinking about a monetary value of what you want, think about what you would do with all the money that you had. If your goal is to earn $10,000 per month, or if your goal is to earn $100,000 per month, whatever the income that you want to bring into this business is, envision what you would do with all of that money. And whether it's affording your child's education, or whether it's traveling around the world, or whether it's buying your dream home and not having a mortgage, whatever it is, write it down, and write it down in detail. Write down your vision, write down your goals, and write it down so clearly that it's pretty much like a movie that just plays in your mind over and over and over again. Because that is what is really going to propel you to, move past all of the no's and move past all of those rejections that we get on a daily basis, because we have to have something, that motivating force driving us to, realize that there is something so much bigger. There is a bigger picture. Why you really want that goal? Is it so that your kids don't have to worry about the financial burden of their college education? Is it so that you and your husband or wife can finally just stop worrying about the financial burden that you guys carry? Ask yourself why that vision means so much to you. And a big thing that I've been through a lot of things, as a lot of us have. We've all had a lot of limiting beliefs keeping us stuck, pretty much. So identify what those limiting beliefs are. And so for me, one of my limiting beliefs was I'm not worthy to achieve success. I failed in every other network marketing company. What would make me start to achieve success in this company? But once you recognize those limiting beliefs and recognize them, then you can start to move past them, and you can start to form affirmations around them. Affirmations are basically just I am statements. So saying I am worthy of achieving success. I am making $10,000 per month, or anything that motivates you and propels you to take action, because this business is all just really about taking action. And if your prospects feel your self-doubt and feel your limiting beliefs, then they're not going to want to do business with you. So you have to recognize them and form your affirmations around those things. And by saying I can't or I am overwhelmed, those are like deadly things to be telling yourself, because if you basically, it's just embedding into your subconscious mind that you're basically a failure and that you can't do this, you're overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is just a word. What does that really mean? It doesn't mean anything. So instead of saying I am overwhelmed, start telling yourself that I am prioritizing my time. I am working to the best of my ability. Start rephrasing those things and stop telling yourself that you're overwhelmed, because those are seriously deadly words that you're telling yourself. Plan out your personal development. Personal development is crucial. Basically, if you look at network marketing is really just a personal development plan that pays. So it's every single successful leader in any network marketing company will tell you that personal development is pretty much like the bread and butter to their success. That's what they don't live a day without. They schedule it into their day, and that's what you guys have to do too, because if you're not prioritizing personal development, then you're not taking your business seriously. And when you start to think, like, people with full-time jobs and people with kids and everything like that, you start to wonder, like, how you're going to fit personal development in. And you start to wonder, like, how you're going to have all this time and stuff like that. But guys, personal development can be done in the car. You can listen to podcasts. You can download Audible and download books to listen while you're cooking dinner or while you're doing laundry, anything to get your personal development in. And listen to YouTube. I love every morning listening to YouTube motivational videos. Reading books. I just got the free PDF of Think and Grow Rich. And so Think and Grow Rich is free. Just Google it and study that book. That book is seriously gold. If you're ready for success, then there will be things that basically come out at you in the book, and you'll be like, oh yes, like that's the key to success. And pretty much the title explains like what the book is about. So that's pretty much what the key to success is. But I heard this and it really stood out to me, and it kind of explained why I'd never had success in any other network marketing company before. But if you do not have the business that you want yet, it's because you're not ready for it. And we have to grow as a person day in and day out. And so, yes, like it can be frustrating. I mean, I have goals that are so big and I want to achieve them like right now. You know, like I want to be on that stage in New York City. And whether that happens or not, I have to realize that I may not be ready for that personally. Like if it doesn't happen, I have to accept that and realize that we have to grow as an individual, and we just have to learn and grow every single day. So if you haven't reached your goals, if you haven't achieved the level of success that you truly, truly want, it's just because that you haven't become the person that you need to be yet. And that could be for your team, that could be for your prospects, that could be for anybody. Improve who you are every single day, and no doubt you will win in this business, no doubt. So pillar number 2, sorry that took so long, but that's a huge component to your success, and it's a reason that it's the number 1 pillar. So pillar number 2 is target marketing and personal branding strategy. So you probably see like a lot of people, even in this business, we talk about it a lot, where people, they're blasting their links all over the place, they're messaging people and spamming people and all this stuff. Like, personal branding is a huge component to your success. So who are you? What do you stand for, and who do you serve? You've got to determine that, and you've got to figure out what your prospect's biggest challenge is. We have to determine that in order to know how to serve them best. So look for their challenges, their concerns, and all their problems. And you've got to have clarity on where you're going. So if you're, kind of think about it like, what makes you tick? What really inspires you? Who do you love to talk to? Who is your ideal person to work with? And figure that out. And then you can kind of branch out and figure out, all right, well, I love to work with moms. I love to work with moms in home-based businesses. I love to work with moms who are in this industry or whatever. But figure out who your ideal target market is and what they really want out of life. Because if you're just aimlessly trying to carry a conversation with people who you have no idea about their industry or anything like that, it's going to be really hard to build that rapport with them, and it's going to be really hard to connect with them on a really personal level. And so how can we create a personal brand with direct sellers? A lot of us are moms, and so you can do Facebook Lives about how moms can be successful in a home-based business. How moms can, talk about mom things. Do Facebook Lives about, how to get rid of the overwhelm with the kids' homework and all of the other things that need done. Just figure out your target market and speak to that audience, because when you speak to that audience, those people are going to feel like you are talking directly to them. And that's exactly what you want. So for me, my audience is female network marketers, moms in particular. I love talking to moms, but I love talking to moms who are already in network marketing because they understand the business model already. I don't have to convince them of anything. So think about also like your values and your passion. Your values play an important part in your brand. So, what do you believe in? What do you stand for? And things like that. And portray that in all of your Facebook posts and everything like that. Because those types of people are going one last thing. Study successful people. One girl I absolutely love, she's not even a mom. She's not even in network marketing. but I love her style and her branding. It's Kara, what is it? Kara Alwell Liba. But she is a freaking rock star. She's awesome. She's like a personal branding coach, and she's just, her style and everything like that really resonates with me. And so she's created several Facebook groups that I've joined, and I've been able to connect with other women in there. And so that kind of leads me to one of my other pillars that I was going to talk about, but find some Facebook groups that you can really connect with other people of your target market. So maybe it's moms who love wine. Maybe it's mommy needs a break. Like, no, that's one of the wine groups, or that's one of the mommy groups that they have out there. But the next pillar is pillar number 3, and that's monetization strategy. So how are we going to make money with this wine business? A lot of us already have made money, but if there are some of you that are struggling, maybe some of you have been in this business for a few months, maybe some of you are brand new and haven't made anything yet, but we got to figure out how you're going to make money. So what are you selling? We're selling wine memberships, right? What are the income producing strategies that you need to do on a daily basis? So active prospecting, recruiting, and helping your team duplicate. Those are like the 3 main income producing activities that we're doing on a daily basis. The passive prospecting activities that don't generate income right away would be things like blogging and attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is bringing people to us, but it's not money that is generated immediately. Does that make sense? I hope so. So figure out what your goals are for this month. So so say for April, because we're already pretty much at the end of March. We're at the end of the first quarter already of 2017. Are you really where you want to be for this year? When I look at my goals, I'm not. So I've got to hustle harder. And ask yourself what your goals are. Do you want your team to duplicate by 200 people this month? Do you want to recruit 15 new business partners? Do you want to get do you just want to get your 3 customers this month to get your wine for free? You know, everybody's goals are different, but you've got to evaluate what you truly want and have it written down so that you see it every single day and that you're reminding yourself that that's what you're aiming for. So pillar number 4 is content creation strategy. So this is basically, valuable content is the new currency. It's king. You've got to be creating valuable content for your people who are scrolling through the newsfeed, who are, maybe you have a blog and you want to attract people to you. You've got to have valuable content to lead people to what you have to offer. I don't care if it's just a random, like an inspirational quote, or maybe it's a wine post, or maybe it's a live video or whatever. You've got to have valuable content that is going to bring people to you every single day. People who want to share your stuff. People who want to be connected to you. And so some examples are our videos. Facebook Lives are excellent for Facebook engagement. Blog posts, regular Facebook posts, YouTube videos, Instagram posts. Instagram now has Instagram Live, so that's a huge perk. But just remember that when you are posting on Facebook or whichever platform you choose to use, you want to make it 80% lifestyle, 20% business. Nobody wants to see wine blasted with every single post you have. make it 80% lifestyle. So if you have kids, post about your kids, funny things that they do, post about inspirational things, post I don't know, I'm not drawing a blank, but then use the other 20% to post about wine and to post about how our team is exploding and how, ask them which wine they prefer. I was kind of hesitant last night to do a post about which people prefer, red or white wine, because I knew I'd already done that, but I decided to just go for it. And here it has like 60 comments already. So people forget that you posted those types of things. So don't be hesitant to post the same thing that you posted 6 months ago, because people don't remember. People have like short-term memories. They don't remember that you posted that 6 months ago. A lot of people will start to refer you. I had noticed that one of my comments, a guy had tagged a lady, and he had tagged her, and he said, this is the girl I was telling you about. And so people will start to really notice that you're the wine expert. Can you guys hear me? Okay, it says my internet connection is unstable. So people will start to notice that you are the wine person, and they're who you're going to refer. They're who they're going to refer people to. So always have a call to action. I still struggle with this because in my live videos, I still get nervous, and like live videos still kind of freak me out. But so I'll sometimes forget to have a call to action at the end. But a call to action is really important. So when you're doing a live video, especially for business purposes, say you're doing an unboxing video, you want to have a call to action to basically say, if you're interested in hearing more about what we've got going on with this wine opportunity, feel free to send me a message. Or if you really enjoyed this video, comment below. Or if you really like this video, comment and share so that other people can see what we've got going on too. Like always have a call to action, so that, because people have to be told what to do. And it's the same that goes for messaging people. People have to be told, they have to be told to watch this video. They have to be told, like, people need instruction. They're not just going to step up and do it themselves. Like, you've got to be that authority figure and be like, hey, share this video if you found value from it, or whatever. Be that authority figure and have that call to action so that people actually do what you're requesting them to do. So pillar number 5 is follow-up and engagement strategy. So how are you going to engage with your audience on a consistent daily basis? This is, a lot of people will say that they want to build their business on social media, but then they kind of fall off the bandwagon and they're inactive. They don't show up online for 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, whatever. And they're wondering why their business isn't growing. Like, you've got to be consistent. If you tell yourself that you're going to post 2 to 3 times a day, then you better be posting 2 to 3 times a day, because people notice that. People notice if you are posting once a day here and then twice a day the next week, and then not posting anything for 5 days. Like, people are totally going to notice that, and they're going to think that you don't take your business seriously. So make sure that you're being consistent. Consistency is probably the most important thing that you get out of business. And spend time daily on the platform that you're growing. So all of the platforms work, guys. Every single social media platform works. You ask Trey, who did an Instagram training. Instagram works. You ask, I don't know if you guys know, but April Marie Tucker, she's like the Instagram queen, apparently. she's like from another platform that I was using a while ago. But apparently she had joined Direct Sellers. And, every single, like, whether you come across somebody who is the Facebook king or somebody who is doing Snapchat training or LinkedIn training, Bob Heilig's LinkedIn training, every single platform works, but you've got to take the time to study it, and you've got to take the time to really understand the algorithms and understand how the people interact on that platform, because every single platform is totally different. LinkedIn is all professionals, and whereas Instagram, it's all photo based and all of that stuff. So understand that you have to be spending time on the platform that you're building. Don't overwhelm yourself and try to spend your time mastering 5 different platforms when you don't really understand a single one of them. So master one of them first before you move on to anything else. And so build rapport, gain your audience's trust, and nurture and grow long-term relationships. This is really huge in network marketing. We have to gain those long-term relationships. We want people to be like, hey, I was talking with my friend and she's a huge wine lover. Even though I'm not a wine lover, I mentioned her to you. Like, that's a really cool part of network marketing, is that people, if you build those stable relationships, people will find people to refer to you. And that's really what I found today. And it kind of just like warmed my heart, was that this one girl, we had been talking back and forth for a little while, and I was genuinely interested in her and her business. I really wanted to learn about her. And when I threw out the, hey, fully loaded question, do you know anybody who likes wine? And she was like, well, yeah, I do. And so I was like, well, hey, I threw out like, hey, I'm super busy right now, but if I were to send you a quick video explaining what I've got going on, would you take a few minutes to watch it? She was like, yeah, sure. She did, and she came back with the fact that somebody else had approached her about the business, but it just wasn't her style. Like, she much prefers building a relationship with somebody. And so just remember that sometimes sales aren't going to happen overnight. Sometimes people are not going to join your business right away. In fact, most people won't join your business right away. You just continue nurturing those relationships and continue following up with people, and they'll come back around and they'll realize that you genuinely care about them. Just sending those people like, hey, happy birthday, or hey, I hope you had an awesome weekend. Nothing business related. Just send them a message and be like, hey, I've been thinking about you. I hope you've had a great weekend. Or if something has happened recently in their life, just send them a quick message and let them know that you're thinking about them. Because I know when I get messages like that, it makes me feel really good. And that person is constantly on my mind for me to refer business to them. So show up daily in the marketplace, show up daily on Facebook or whichever platform you're using, and be that person that they remember. So maybe when they think about that rockstar mom boss, they think of you. Or maybe when they think about that wine or that wine chick or that wine guy, like, they're going to think of you. And so own the marketplace. Know what you've got and offer it in such a way that is so incredibly valuable that they can't resist it. And they're going to refer everybody they've got to you. So show up completely irresistible, and no doubt you're going to build a huge empire. So our last pillar is pillar number 6, and that is audience, traffic, and list building strategy. So there's a few different ways that you can kind of interpret this. There's like email list building and, all of that kind of stuff, but I don't want to go into all that because that's not really what I'm focused on right now. And I would assume that a lot of us aren't. The more experienced marketers obviously are going to be focusing on building their email list and building traffic to their blog and all that stuff. But I didn't want to get into all that because that's just overwhelming stuff. So how are we going to drive people to see our live videos, or to see, to go to our website, or to, go to our blog or whatever? So figure out if you're going to be using free advertising or paid advertising. No matter what you choose to use, both works. I had tried Facebook ads for a while, and it works. In fact, I gained an incredible business partner from that, but that's not my main focus. So your focus could be completely different than my focus. My focus is mainly Facebook Messenger. I'm going to be messaging people and building my Facebook friends list and deleting people who are inactive and deleting people who aren't responding to my messages and stuff like that, so that I can add people who actually want to interact with me. And so figure that out. Are you doing free advertising or paid advertising? If you choose to do paid advertising, look at the previous Zoom call that Sherry did, because she goes over all of that Facebook paid ad stuff. If you're doing free advertising, or if you're doing free Facebook marketing, then look at a good video to look at is Brandy Murphy's video, the last Zoom call, because she goes over like what she's sending to people. She goes over that she, how many people she's messaging and stuff like that. Just look back through the Zoom calls and determine what you need to look at for your strategy. Another thing is networking events. If you choose to build the majority of your business offline, then you're going to want to attend networking events. Some suggestions are like meetup.com, your Chamber of Commerce. I was a member of my Chamber of Commerce for like 2 years, and I loved it. I built so many professional connections, and then I let my membership go. So hopefully I get that started again soon. But there's also referral groups. A lot of referral groups charge like $300 per year, but those referrals are serious referrals. Like, those are people who are genuinely interested in what you have to offer, and they're people who don't mess around. They're extremely busy. They're great professionals to talk to. So, those are just some suggestions. Are you going to do like campaigns or Facebook ads? Again, refer back to Sherry's video if you choose to do stuff like that. So where is your target market having conversations online? Determine that. So if you are a mom and you're wanting to connect with other moms, they're probably going to be in a lot of Facebook groups with other moms. So find specific groups in Facebook that you can join, and you can join in on those conversations. You can add value to those other moms, or you can add value to those people who like to rock climb, or to those people who like to work out, or those bodybuilders or whatever. Whatever you're into, find your interest. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You need to narrow it down to what you're interested in. And those are the people that you're going to relate to the most. So find those Facebook groups you're building on Facebook, and go check out those groups and add value to those people. Friend request them and just send them a message and just be like, hey, I noticed you're in this group. I would love to connect. It'd be awesome to learn more about you. So have a plan on how you're going to grow your audience, and just keep going. This is a journey that we're all on, and the learning is just ongoing. Like, we just have to keep investing in our personal development. We just have to keep investing in ourselves. So that's really all I've got. Hopefully that all made sense, but yeah, that's really all I've got. So
that made total sense. Jen, you killed it. Oh my gosh,
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you. You killed
Thank
it.
you. Oh my God, I was so freaking nervous.
Oh my gosh, there was so many freaking golden nuggets in that. I hope you guys were taking notes because like that was killed it, girlfriend. Like that was great. I'm so
Thank
proud of you.
you.
First of all, the Facebook ad thing, like that video I did, I don't even, it was not that long ago, but it's already outdated. Like Facebook has changed stuff already, so I probably need to do another video for you guys if you want to run paid Facebook advertising. But like Jen said, there's plenty of free options out there. And I love how you talked about like focusing, just you have to master one social media platform before you move on to the next one. I see so many people coming into this business and they're trying to do Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, like Twitter, like all these Facebook or all these social media outlets, and they're not good at any of them. Like you have to like figure out one platform first before you move on to the next one. So pick the social media platform that's working for you and go with that. That's what we need to do. Personally, for me, it's Facebook. I've pretty much mastered Facebook, but Instagram, I've tried Instagram and I suck at it. So, and I own up to that. I'm like, I suck at Instagram. I can't do it. Like, I'm just not even going to bother because I suck at that platform. So you have to realize, your strengths and your weaknesses and figure out what you're doing on these, certain social media platforms. Yeah, so you killed it, girlfriend. Does anybody have any questions for Jen at all? Jen, is that your son?
Yeah. Tell Sherry you got married today.
What?
He married his cousin.
Oh my gosh.
So I took a live video. You'll have to check it out, but it was pretty funny.
No.
I told them specifically to not kiss on the lips, that's not what we do. And they kissed on the lips. So
Do not show.
it's all embarrassed.
Okay, let me see if we have any questions in the chat box. Everybody said, great info, Jen. Great stuff. Thank you. Great information. Awesome meeting. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, you guys, so I just have a couple things. First of all, I want to just say, like, I am getting ridiculous amounts of friend requests lately from our group, which is awesome because I love you guys to death, and I wish I could accept all of your friend requests.
No, don't do it.
But the problem with that is, like Trey posted the other day about digging your own hole. We have to dig our own holes. You guys are digging next to us, but I have to dig my own hole too, and I have to keep my space open for prospects. So if I don't accept your friend requests, please don't hate me. I hate that I have to delete them, but if you click friend requests, it will follow me. So you're still following me and stuff. I'm just like not your Facebook friend. So I apologize for that. Like I'm almost at 3,000 friends now, and I want to keep my friends list open for, for my own prospects. So I apologize for that. Derek is the same way. He's been accepting a lot of them, but like he's going to have to stop doing that soon. So, and I would really hate to accept your friend request and then have to delete you later. Like, I don't want to do that. So it makes me sad to have to like delete the request because I want to be all of your friends. And I hate that Facebook puts a limit on our friends amount. I think it's stupid. But at least if you hit that friend request and I delete the request, then at least you're still following me. So that's good. Next week, Derek and I are in Myrtle Beach with my kids for spring break. So I apologize ahead of time if I'm not like too open for three-way calls and, and that type of thing. It's just for the week. So I just wanted to apologize ahead of time. Like, I have to focus on my kids for the next week, and you know, we know that family comes first always, and so I have to apologize for that. But we'll try to do our best. Like, we can do mornings and probably nighttime and stuff like that. But during the day, I'm gonna be having fun with my kids and spending time on the beach. So, and one last thing, you guys have to get on Austin's call tonight at 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna say the number. I hope you guys have a pen and a paper in hand right now, because I'm gonna tell you the number. There's no reason for you not to be on this call tonight. I want his screen to be filled with Wine Warriors numbers. That's what I want right now. Okay, the number is 1-712-770-4160, code 361266. He is running one of the most epic contests I've ever seen. We're gonna, like, whoever wins the contest, there's gonna be, I think, 9 winners and then 1 wild card winner. And it's an island on Aruba. I'm just telling you guys what I know so far. It's an island on Aruba. It's a mansion that he rented, and he's paying for airfare, and it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be heavily recruitment based, and it's going to be heavily focused on team building. Like, how many levels deep are you building your team? How many, you know, people that you sponsor are going to sponsor people? So please, let's kill that call. Let's log in, call in there and see what this contest is about. I don't know all the details yet. I'm with you guys on that. Like, I don't know the details yet. I just know a few things. So that's all I know. But all I know is it's gonna freaking be amazing, and it's one of the most epic contests ever. And you guys, for one thing, like, this is how I think this can be a recruiting tool for you guys. Like, seriously, you know, like saying, hey, we have this contest starting April 1st. Get your ass in the business and get to work, and you can win this free vacation. It's an absolute huge recruiting tool, and I'm going to be using it to the full extent as far as recruiting. So, like, and Austin asked me to talk tonight on his call for a few minutes, so I'll do that. But like, it's going to be a huge push. It's going to be 90 days. It is going to catapult this business into a whole new level than what it's at right now. And I know you guys are like, okay, this business is at an awesome level already, but it's going to a whole new level after this contest is finished. So just to let you know, get your piece, and hopefully we'll see you in Aruba. I plan on being there. I don't know about any of you guys, but I'm going to be there. So does anybody have any last remarks or questions or anything like that before we go, so we can hop on Austin's call tonight?
Oh, just a shout out to my man Peter out there from ASP. He's on here, first timer. So
yes, awesome. I'm not showering. Hell no, Trey. Screw the showering. We got to get to work. All right, guys, have a great night. And thank you, Jen. You killed it tonight. Thank you so much. So proud of you.
Thank you, Jen. You did amazing. Woo, I loved it.
Thanks, guys, for your support. Bye.
Bye.